सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः. Good morning to all. I welcome you all to this session of Sanatana Dharma Basic Level course being conducted by Veda Samskriti Samiti in association with Vishwayoga Vidyapith. Today also we'll continue our learning of Shodasa Samskaras by Dr. T. Vishalaksha garu. Now we'll start our session with Vande Mataram by Shankara Venkatakrishna Prasad garu.
सर्वेभ्यो नमस्कारः. ఇవాళ వందే మాత్రం మనం పూర్తి వెర్షన్ చదవడానికి ప్రయత్నిస్తున్నాం. వందే మాతరం వందే మాతరం సుజలాం సుఫలాం మలయజ శీతలాం సస్యశ్యామలాం మాతరం వందే మాతరం శుభ్రజ్యోత్స్నా పులకితయామినీ ఫుల్లకుసుమిత ద్రుమదల శోభినీ సుహాసినీ సుమధుర భాషిణీ సుఖదాం వరదాం మాతరం వందే మాతరం కోటి కోటి కంఠ కల కల నినాద కరాలే కోటి కోటి భుజైర్ ధృత ఖర కరవాలే అబలా కెనుమాయత బలే బాహుబలధారిణీ నమామి తారిణీ రిపుదల వారిణీ మాతరం వందే మాతరం. తుమి విద్యా తుమి ధర్మ తుమి హృది తుమి మర్మ త్వం హి ప్రాణః శరీరే బాహుతే తుమి మా శక్తి హృదయే తుమి మా భక్తి तुम्हारी प्रतिमा गढ़ी मंदिरे मंदिरे वंदे मातरम त्वं हि दुर्गा दश प्रहरण धारिणी कमला कमल दल विहारिणी वाणी विद्यादायिनी नमामि त्वां नमामि कमलां अमलां अतुलां सुजलां सुफलां मातरं वन्दे मातरं श्यामलां सरलां सुस्मितां भूषितां धरणीं हरणीं मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं. भारत माता की जय.
Vande Mataram. Thank you, Krishna Prasad garu. Now I request Annapurna ji to recite the prarthana, please.
Start. 1 minute meditation. Om गणानां त्वां गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनाम् उपमस्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती दीनामवित्र्यवतु। ॐ श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः। गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे। न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरो मतिरस्ति गुरौ मां पाहि गुरो। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्।
శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం. థ్యాంక్ యూ అన్నపూర్ణ గారు. Now I request Dr. T. Vishalaksha garu to take this session.
ధన్యవాదాలు. ఓం శ్రీ మహాగణాధిపతయే నమః. ఓం శ్రీ పార్వతీ రాజరాజేశ్వరాభ్యాం నమః. ఓం శ్రీ మేధా దక్షిణామూర్తయే నమః. ఓం శ్రీ మహాసరస్వత్యై నమః. ఓం శివాయ గురవే నమః. ఓం నమః శివాయై చ నమః శివాయ. ఓం నమః శివాయ. శరదిందు సమాకారే పరబ్రహ్మ స్వరూపిణి వాసరా పీఠ నిలయే సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే. Yesterday we were talking about and learning about Aksharabhyasa. What is the importance of Aksharabhyasa and all. Today we will continue that and know how to do that, the process of doing Aksharabhyasa. Because we learned that from Akshamalika Upanishad that the letters are gods, and each and every letter, each and every word, every name, everything got an presiding deity of it and spiritual power in it in the letters of Sanskrita Bhasha. So we have to take at least 12 or 13 or 15 number of slates depending upon the children that come to attend that Akshara Abhyasa function. So one slate and slate pencil should be kept for the baby, that girl or boy to whom the parents are doing this Akshara Abhyasa. So the father has to write Om Devanagara Lipi Varna Omkara at one side, on one side of the slate, and on the other side Shri must be written, Devanagara letter. Then keeping that slate and slate pencil at a side, and the other slates and slate pencils to be distributed to the children must be kept at different place, and all the portraits, idols, everything and books, they are all also kept there on the place where that puja mantapa, where we install Saraswati Mata. After doing Ganapati Puja, Saraswati Puja should be done, and all the Kula Devatas, Ishta Devatas, all should be worshipped with Shodasa Upachara Pujas. Then the father should make the boy or girl, the baby, to sit on his lap. Then holding the fingers, the hand of the child, father must take this slate meant for the this boy or girl, and holding the hand and fingers, he must make the child write the letters. First, the father has to take that big silver plate filled with rice into his hands, and taking a gold ring without stones, he must draw 2 lines there so that 3 parts would come. Father has to first write at the top part as O Na Maha. Then in the middle part, father has to write Siva Yaha. Then at the bottom, third part, Siddham Namaha. This is how we write. The letters may differ a little depending upon the Prantiya Bhedas or something, depending upon changes. So, O Namaha, Siva Yaha, Siddham Namaha. This is actually the Siddha mantra. Om Namah Shivaya mantra is being given, initiated to the child at the time of Aksharabhyasa itself by the father through priest, that Brahmagaru, whomever we appoint, whoever makes them perform this complete sacrament process. So after writing the Siddha mantra in 3 parts on the plate, and writing Om and Srikara on both the sides, father and mother, they must, along with the child, they must make the child also worship, and they must do Shodasopachara Puja to the names, the mantra that is written there. Omkara is Pranava, from which the whole universe came. Srikara contains everything in it. So they are all gods and deities in the form of Shabda Brahma. So after doing Shodasopachara Puja, giving Naivedya, then Harati, that slate and slate pencil must be kept. This, after writing Om Namah in that silver plate, that plate can be kept at a side on the ground. Then taking this slate, the father must make the child utter the letters clearly. While uttering, the baby must write the O Namaha, Sivayaka and Siddham Namaha. Namaha means actually salutation, doing pranama. But Namaha means do not belong to me, na mama. The child at the time of Aksharabhyasa itself is made to learn that nothing belongs to me. Everything is of Paramatma. Isavasyam idam sarvam. So, O Namaha, we say Omkara also is not given as it is. So only O is written. Namaha is also not given as it is as one word. Namaha. Then Sivaya, we say Om Namah Sivaya. Even that Sivaya is also split and given as Sivayaka as separate letters. Then Siddham Namaha, even that is to be written, the letters giving a little space. Siddham Namaha, that is how, though not exactly correctly as it is, because as it is, the mantra should not be given by anybody at the time of Akshavyasa itself. When the child grows and becomes big and learns everything, then when he approaches a guru, acharya, that guru must give initiation. And actually in our tradition for boys, Gayatri mantra is the mantra which is to be given to the 3 caste people, and any other Nama mantra can be given to all human beings. Then for girls, it is the Gauri mantra given at the time of marriage, and later husband gives it along with the Bijaksharas. So Siddhi is the name, one of the names of Jagannatha, Adi Parasikti. We say Siddhiyai Namaha. We bow down to Siddhi, Karya Siddhi. Siddhi means Sarva Karya Siddhi. What all works we do must yield the correct result. So Karya Siddhi, Moksha Siddhi, Jnana Siddhi, whatever works do, all we pray for the Siddhi of that. So we have to worship and make the child pray all the stotras and slokas of all the gods, especially Parvati Parameswara. Vagartha viva sampruptau Vagartha pritipattaye Jagataha pitarau vande Parvati Parameswarau. When the child worships the Ganapati, Ganesha first, then Shiva, Parvati, because Vagartha viva sampruptau, Parvati, Parameswara, both are Ardhanariswara Tattva is there. Though they appear as two, they are one only. Just as the word and its meaning, both are same, inseparable. The moment we utter the word, we can understand the meaning of it. So, the word and its meaning both are inseparable. Just as Parvati and Parameswara are inseparable. So, we must bow down to Parvati Parameswara for getting the knowledge of the words and the meanings of all the words. So a parent should make the child recites Saraswati Stotras, Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini, Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada, Padmapatra Visalakshi, Padma Kesara Varnini, Nityam Padmalaya Devi, Samam Patu Saraswati. In our Telugu, we pray Talli Ninnu Dalanchi Slokam. Then Sharada Neeradendu, yesterday I spoke about the importance and greatness of that wonderful poem which contained Bijakshas of all Saraswati Suktas. So this is the process of doing Akshara Abhyasa. Then after completing this, the priest blesses the couple and the child as Chiranjiva, Dirghayushman Bhava, Dirghayushmati Bhava, Saraswati Kataksha Siddhirastu, Parameswara Anugraha Praptirastu. This is how even mother and father has to bless the child. Even Rakshasas also, they study. Even Hiranyakasipa, he made his son Prahlada go to Gurukula and study. He says, Chadavanivad Agnyundagu Chadivina Sadasad Viveka Cheturata Kalugun Chaduvaga Valayunu Jenulaku Chadivinchadanaryulodda Chaduvumu Tandri. So when we study, we get that discriminative power as to what is good, what is bad, what is Nitya, what is Anitya, by which we can get Brahma Jnana. So Jnana Devatu Kaivalyam. We can get moksha only by Jnana. So to gain the real Jnana and Paravidya, we have to get this Akshara Abhyasa done to us. So here we now we start Upanayana Samskara. Today I want to complete this Upanayana Samskara, though 5-10 minutes it may take. But tomorrow onwards, all 3 days, I will give you sufficient time for question answers, even from this 1.5 hour also. Mostly 15 minutes time every day I can give, I am thinking, because we have divided that. So Upanayana Samskara. Mukta Vidruma Hema Nila Thavalat Chayairmukhai Stri Kshanaihi Yuktam Indunibattha Ratnamakutam Tattvartha Varnatmikam Gayatrim Varada Payankusha Kasha Supram Kapalam Gadam Shankham Chakramathara Vindayugalam Hastairvahantim Bhaje. This is the Dhyana Sloka of Gayatri Mantra, Gayatri Devata. At the time of doing Sanjha Vandana, they have to pray Gayatri Mata with this mantra. Then Tripada Chaturvimsha Chakshara Gayatri Mantra, Savitri Mantra would be initiated at the time of doing this Upanayana to the 3 Varnas people. But for those who do not get this Upanayana Samskara done to them, then for all women, all children, everybody, when they are Suchi, pure, after taking bath and wearing washed clothes, they can recite the Purana Gayatri mantra slokas, which are as powerful and great and contain spiritual power as that of this mantra which is going to be initiated. Yo devaha savitasmakam thiyo dharmadi gocharaha prerayet bhargayet tasya tadvarenyam upasmahe sarva chaitanya rupam tam adyam vidyam cha dhimahi buddhim yanaha prachodayat. So these Purana Gayatri mantra slokas can be recited and learned, and they can do japa of these slokas instead of in the place of Gayatri mantra. So we can get liberated by this, we can get spiritual power, we can get what all powers we gain by that mantra japa, we can get by these sloka japas also. So for the human beings who got Manava Upadhi, and specially Jantunam Narajanma Durlabha Mata Pumstvam Tato Viprata Tasmat Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata Vidvatvam Asmat Param Atmanatma Vivechanam Swanubhavo Brahmatmana Samstitihi Muktirno Setakoti Janma Sukrutai Punyair Vina Lapyate, says Adi Shankara Bhagavad Pada in Viveka Chudamani. So specially for Brahmins and boys, boys of all three varnas, this Upanayana Samskara and getting initiated with the mantra Gayatri, Savitri mantra is the best way which leads to gain liberation, the final aim of human life. So especially for Brahmana boys, it is they are all really blessed to get this sort of mantra. So by this Gayatri mantra japa, people become virtuous, lustrous. They can develop divinity in them if they sincerely do japa of this Gayatri mantra with swara, udatta, anudatta, swarita, swaras, sitting at a pious place, good, and when they are saucha. So this is the best mantra we can say, by which the jiva, bad samskaras, if at all any are there in the jiva, they will be completely washed away and burnt. And then the jiva, that is the boy who gets this mantra and does japa, they all men, all people, they can develop virtues, sadguna, satvika gunas, luster, knowledge, and they become blessed people of the society who got the power to protect the entire universe, entire nature. So this Upanayana, through Aksharabhyasa Samskara, a person becomes eligible to gain knowledge and becomes eligible to be initiated into this through Upanayana Samskara into Brahmacharya Asrama. Through Upanayana Samskara, the boys, they become eligible to go to Gurukula, to the Acharyas, Gurus, and gain Veda Vijnana, Veda Jnana, Mantra Jnana, by which they can get liberated themselves. So Trikala Sanchya Vandana is to be done from getting this Upanayana Samskara. So unless Upanayana Samskara is performed, the boys or male people, they cannot perform any of Panchaya, Mahayajnas, or so many Yajna Yagadi, Kratus are there, they cannot do. Unless they get married, they are not eligible to do certain other yagas, very big yagas and all. So Upanayana is very important to get moksha. Out of 84 lakhs of human beings, it is living creatures. It is only the human beings, male and female also, of course, to get the knowledge and study. They can do Shastra Chena, Veda Chena, and we do puja, worship, we go to temples, we recite and repeat. This fortune only human beings got. Vedokhilo dharma moolam, they say. The whole, that is actually Vedas are the base of the entire knowledge. The whole universe is to be followed by Veda Vijnana only. So the roots of all dharmas are there in the Veda. That Veda can be studied only after Upanayana Samskara is performed. So Upanayana, what is meant by Upa? Upa means near, Samipa. It is a Upasarga. Nayana, ni, naya, to lead, nayati is the root from which the word is coined. So, ni, the root ni, naya, ni, along with the upasarga, upa, is the root for making the word upanayana. Upanayanam, nayanam also means the eye. Upa means samipe. Upanayana means near the eye. Out of all our sense organs, internal and external also, it is the eye which makes the objects that sees come near to us, brings us near. The moment we see any object, automatically we completely get the picture of it. Whereas when we listen to a sound or smell something, we cannot completely have that sort of physical, personal knowledge of it, though we got due to that sense organ. So Upanayana is that process which makes the children, the boys, get the eligibility to approach Acharya, go to Gurukula, study Vedas and gain Brahma Jnana. And in the olden days, they used to perform this Upanayana Samskara to girls also along with the boys. We know many people, the names of many Rishikas, we say mantra drashtas, then Brahmavadins, Brahmavadini. In the from Vedas we know there are several Gargi, Maitreyi, Lopamudra, Prathideyi, Surya, Savitri, several people, ladies, women are there. So in the olden days it was the custom, but later on, mostly for lakhs and crores of years it continued. But due to this Muslim invasions only, so many changes took place in the lives of all Bharatiya Sanatana Dharmaniyais, and almost all several changes due to that only, and also due to the effect of this Kali Yuga, because the bodies of ladies, girls are little different to the bodies of male human, that is Purushas. So the Stri Deha, though it is very great because she got the capacity to give birth to children and keep up the dynasty, yet the body is having that a sort of dosha, Triratra Vrata dosha we say. Due to that also, this Gayatri mantra, which is very sacred, very spiritual, and which got the power of more than hundreds of atom bombs when burnt at a time, what sort of power emanates, that sort of and more than that sort of power can be produced by a sincere Srotriya Brahmanishta Brahmin when recites this Gayatri mantra with swara and accent. So this sort of powerful mantra should not be given to the girls, because girls after they grow, they get married, then they get the pregnancy. At the time of Garbha, Garbhini Stris, they are not allowed to listen to certain mantras, even at the time of doing either Saraswati Homa, Chandi Homa, Gayatri Homa, like that. At that time, they say, if any pregnant ladies are there, you please go aside. Should not listen, because the Shabda Prekampanas may do Garbha Vichiti. So then this Gayatri mantra, such a powerful mantra, how can they repeat it, recite it? So girls are not allowed now during this Kali Yuga. So the Upanayana Samskara is not being done But in the place of that, Gauri mantra is given to girls, which is as powerful and spiritual as that of Gayatri mantra. So now brahmachari we say, Janmana jayate vipraha samskarat dvija uchyate we say. So vipratva is there by birth when Brahmin boys are born to Brahmin mother and father parents. Then after doing this Upanayana samskara, they become dvija. All three varna people also can be called because this is the second birth. Dvija means janaja, to take birth. Dvi means two, twice. Twice born. First parents give birth. Second, this jnana deka is given to them. So the boy would enjoy his childhood till Upanayana samskara only. Later he becomes brahmachari. Brahmani charati iti brahmachari. One who wanders and moves in Brahman, Brahma Jnana. Brahmanas also means Veda mantras. Then Akara, Niyama, Samayapalana, Guru Susrusha, the brahmachari has to do. Unless Jata Karma, Namakarana, Chuda Karma, Chaula Samskara, Akshara Abhyasa, all these are done properly. According to Shastra, this Upanayana Samskara cannot be, should not be done. So at the time of Upanayana Samskara, though the parents already did or performed all these, yet at the time of Upanayana, the priest makes the Vatu done all these samskaras once again. Anupanita prayas chittartham they say. So then the in Apastamba Gruhya Sutras, Upanayana Samskara, it is spoken like this. It gives excellence to the noble human birth. Sakhi vidyatastam janayate tat sreshtam janma. Sharirameva mata pitarau janayataka, says that. So parents give birth to the body, then Guru gives jnana deka. So that is the greatness of Upanayana Samskara. So this Gayatri mantra, which is considered to be the Mahotkrishta Mahamantra among Saptakoti Mahamantras, would be initiated and given at the time of Upanayana Samskara. So then onwards, the father becomes Guru, direct Guru. From the birth itself, he is Guru. Even then, the father becomes father and also Acharya and Guru. Now let us know when and at what time this sort of Upanayana Samskara is to be done. This is considered as Kratu. This is the Yajna. In fact, the life of all human beings is Yajna. Ours is Yajna Samskriti. We are Agni Arathakas, I said during Sanatana Dharma introduction time. So our whole life should be like performing Yajna. For that, this Upanayana Samskara is the motivation and starting point, we can say. So in Apastamba Dharma Sutras, it is given, Garphastameshu Brahmanam Upanayita, Garpha Ekadaseshu Rajanyam, Garpha Dwadaseshu Vaishyam. When the Jiva, the living being, enters into the womb of the mother, then onwards 8 years, that is 7 at the 7th year, 3rd month, the Upanayana should be done to Brahmin boys. That is called as Garphastami. Similarly, during 11th year, when 11th year enters into, the Jiva enters into the womb, then onwards 11 years for Kshatriyas. Similarly, during 12th year for Vaishyas. For Brahmins, they do early because it is the duty of Brahmins to study all the Vedas, gain complete Shastra Jnana and give that knowledge to entire mankind. So Kshatriya's duty is different, Vaishyas is some more different. So Brahmavarchasa Kamasya Karyam Viprasya Panchama Varshe Rajo Balardinaha Shashte Vaishyasya Ihardino Astame. It is said in the scriptures that for Brahmin boys who aspires to get Brahminical luster, for them the Upanayana should be performed at 5th year, not Garphastami. At the 5th year itself they can do. For Kshatriyas who aspire to acquire more strength and vigor during 6th year, then for Vaishyas during 6th year, they can do if they want to get success on earth as good merchants and all. So, Vasante Brahmanam Upanayita, Grishme Rajanyam, Sharadi Vaishyam. During Vasanta Kala, autumn season, when after entering this Uttarayana Punyakala, then after Uttarayana Punyakala, Upanayana should be done to Brahmin boys during Vasanta Kala, then to Kshatriyas during Grishma Kala, then for Kshatriya, for Vaishyas during Sharat Kala, when Mother Mata's worship we do, Devi Navaratris we say at that time. So, especially for Brahmin boys performing Upanayana on either Vasanta Panchami or Sri Panchami. Vasanta Panchami is called as Sri Panchami, or on any Panchami day that would be auspicious, but mostly for marriage also we see Muhurta. But for Upanayana, the Nakshatra Bala, Tara Bala and the Graha Gati Bala is very much needed. So, the very best auspicious Muhurta should be selected by the Daivagnyas for performing Upanayana. Whenever they want, they should never perform unless that Shubha Muhurta is there. Nakshatra Bala, Tara Bala is very much essential for Upanayana. So, Apastamba Sutra start with the Sutra, Atha Upanayanam Vyakhyashyamaka, just as Atha Bhaktim Vyakhyashyamaka, Athato Brahma Jignasa, like that they start all the Shastras. So, this Upanayana also started like that only. So, by performing that whole procedure would be done by the parents under the guidance of Brahmagaru, the priest. And then the Brahmachari would be handed over to Acharya to take him to Gurukula after performing Upakarma. After doing Upanayana, Upakarma Samskara is also to be done. Later, he would be handed over to Guru. If the father is desirous of the welfare of his son, he should, and if he wants to make his son Aishwaryavan. Aishwaryavan means one who possesses Aishwarya. What is actually Aishwarya? Aishwarya is not only wealth, money, prosperity, this, that and all, name, fame, buildings and all. That is just one point, meager one. Then actually Aishwarya is possessing Paramatma Anugraha, getting the Viveka Jnana, so, and getting intelligence. And Veda says, Taittiriya Aranyakam says, Ruchis Samani Yejugumshi Sahisri Amruta Satam. This is the Aishwarya, the Ruks, Rigveda mantras, the hymns, then Yajus of Yajurveda, Samas of Samaveda. These are the real prosperity of all of us. So, they are to be acquired, that is to get Veda Vijnana. That is the essence of Gayatri Mantra also. To obtain that, Upanayana is essential. So, Upanayana, through Upanayana, they are giving Jnana and Aishwarya to Vatu. Satam Sanmarga Vartinam Amruta Anashta. Those who follow the Vedokta Dharma Marga, Sanatana Dharma Marga, no Anishta comes to them. They will never perish. They will gain the real Jnana, and the purpose of human birth would be served by them. They become Amrutas. Mrutatva never approaches them. They never lose Amrutatva. By birth, we are all Amrutas, but we are unaware of that. That is, Brahma, Metha Kama is there and Sri Kama is there, spoken in Taittiriya Upanishad. Sri Kama means one who wants to acquire Sri Aishwarya. Metha Kama means one who wants to gain intelligence for both of them. Upanayana is the best solution. Brahmacharya dvadasya varshan eka vede brahmacharyam charet. The brahmachari has to study minimum 12 years to acquire the knowledge, study, completely learn by heart and study one Veda. If a person wants to study all 4 Vedas, minimum 48 years for Vedas, and prior to that, before starting teaching Veda mantras, the Guru teaches them Siksha Vyakaranam Chando Niruktan Jyotisham Kalpa. Through Shadanga Jnana, one can study Vedas. So it takes nearly minimum 1 year or 2 years also. So in the olden days, they used to perform this Upanayana Samskara for 5 days or minimum 4 days. But nowadays only in 1 day we are doing. But at least 1 full day must be taken, because during this Upanayana Samskara, Agni Karya is to be done. Trikala Sancha Vandana is to be taught to the Vatu. Vatu should be made to perform. Then this Agni Karya after Upanayana Samskara. So the next day morning, priest has to come and make the Vatu perform Agni Karya. Then also till the boy, the Vatu, completely learns it to do, perform himself. Either father or guru or anybody must guide him to, at the time of eating also, this Auposana, they say, even that should be taught to him, to give pancha ahutis and all. Then how to do this Gayatri Mantra Japa, how to do Sancha Vandana, how to do Agni Karya, they must be taught to him thoroughly. Now let us know the most important points, events of Upanayana Samskara. Shubha Arambha. First we have to start the pious ritual. Then Vikneswara Stuti, praying, worshipping Ganapati, Vinayaka. Then taking Sankalpa, normal Sankalpa to do the puja. Then Kalasya Puja, Vikneswara Shodasopachara Puja. Then Upanayana Sankalpam must be taken by the father. Then Jatakarma Namakaranadi Samskaras to be performed, Chaula, etc. Suppose Chaula Samskara was not done prior, at that time they do. Then 8th point is Raksha Bandhana. Then 9th one is Swasti Punyaha Vachana. Then Mantaparadhana, Pandiri Puja. Then Agni Pratisthapana. There Laukik Agni should be enkindled and Pratisthapana should be done. Then Prokshana Samskaras, Vivitha Homas, different Homas. Then Ankurarpana, Nandi Devata Akvana, Yagnopavita Dharana, Nandi Devata Samaradhana, Kumara Bhojanam. Then Danda Kamandala Mekhala Ajinadi Dharana by the Vatu. Then to hand over Vatu to gods for protection. Then Navagraha Mantapa, Navagraha Devata Mangala Asirvachanaka. Then 22nd point is Churnika, keeping Jira Jagari paste on Sumuhurta. Then Brahmopadesha. Then Gayatri Mantra Upadesha. Gayatri Mantra Visishtata, we must know at that place. Then Palasya Danda Dharana, Guru Dakshina Samarpana, Suryopasthanam, the vows done by the Vatu to the priest. Then Phikshatana, Phikshacharya, Matru Phiksha is special, significant. Then Sancha Vandanam, Agni Karyam, Metha Jananam, then Sadasyam, Mahad Brahmana Asirvachanam. So that is how 33 minimum items are there. So in this process, the Upanayana Samskara should be performed. Everyone should follow according to their own Veda Shaka and Dharma Shastra Shaka. So depending upon that, Prantiya Bhedas may be there a little, but most of the process is the same for all Brahmin boys. For Kshatriyas, there may be a little difference, for Vaishyas also, but almost the same process to all children. Now, after getting initiated into Brahmacharya Asrama, now it is the duty of the Vatu to try to get awakened during Brahmi Muhurta, taking holy bath and all, to observe all the rules and regulations, restrictions necessary for him, given to him at this time by Guru, Acharya and father. Trikala Sanchya Vandana, Trikala Sanchya Vandana, Gayatri Mantra Japa and Agnikarya. These three are most important. Then Prata Sanchya, Machagnika Sanchya, Sayam Sanchya, they say. Though the mantras are same, but a little difference is there during these three times, that Vatu should be made known about this by the priest. So later, after doing Upakarma, the student, this Vatu, goes to Gurukula for Veda Achayana. Among these 33 points, now 13th point is observing different homas such as Akhora Homa, Chakshushi Homa, etc. While doing these homas, the Vatu should pray Agnihotra like this. After praying completely, he must stretch the hands like this. We all also do at the time of Veda, doing any yaga, Chandi yaga, Gayatri Homa, Saraswati Homa, etc., Ganapati Homa and all. Shretham, Metham, Yeshaha, Prajnam, Vidyam, Buddhim, Sriyam, Balam, Ayushyam, Teja, Arogyam, Dehime, Havya Vakana, Sriyam Dehime, Havya Vakana, Om Nama Iti. There the women, the Stris can add Sauphagyam cha Dehime, Havya Vakana, Om Nama Iti. This is how we must pray. All these to be given by Agnihotra. Hey Agnideva, please give me Shrestha, Metha, Yesha, Prajna, etc. All these. The priests are this Brahmagaru, we say. He prepares pancha palikas filled with them, that is mud pots little. Then he puts mud there. Then the Yajamani, the father of the Vatu, must sprinkle water there, and Navathanyas have to be poured. And again mud should be kept there, and then sprinkle water. Then slowly for 16 days from Upanayana day onwards, they should be taken care. So the Navathanyas, they become sprouts and grow. As long as big as they grow, we believe that the dynasty grows like that. Then on the 16th day, Padaharojala Pandaga, we say the parents celebrate a sort of festival. Then the Suvasinis are being invited to the house, and parentum, we say, that is offering, worshipping, doing Suvasini Puja. The mother of the Vatu must give each palika to each Suvasini. Thus, Panchapalikas to 5 Muttaidulu, we say Suvasinis. Now, during the performance of Upanayana, the parents, especially the father of the Vatu, should invite the Pitru Devatas and worship them, exhibit the gratitude, devotion. Unless Pitru Devatas are worshipped and satisfied, the dynasty cannot survive properly. So, either for Upanayana or for Vivaha. Nandi Devata Prarthana is very much important. Inviting Shobhana Devatas, we say, Pitru Devatas. Now the priests are Brahmagaru, does pranayama and takes sankalpa to make Vatu wear Yajnopavita. Then the father, he has to worship Vatu also. They have to worship, do puja to this Jensyamu, we say, the Yajnopavita. Then that Yajnopavita should be taken by the father to the elderly people, male, whoever are there, and all the Yajnopavitas which they are wearing, they touch this Yajnopavita to that. It means that the power, they might have done lakhs of Gayatri Mantra Japa by that time, because they became old. And they got a sort of love and affection, and they bless the Vatu with love. So that love in the heart and the power of that spiritual power of Gayatri Mantra Japa enters into this Yajnopavita, which would be given to the Vatu by mother and father of the Vatu. So that is how at the time of Vivaha, that Mangala Sutras are done in the same way to Suvasinis. Now, Yajnopavita is done to this Vatu. So the sparsha, when they touch that Yajnopavita with this, due to that power, sparsha, they say that enters that power. Then Father and Brahmagaru, they have to take sankalpa like this. Om Sri Parveswara Prityartham Mama Kumarasya Ayushyabhivrityartham Mama Kumarasya Upanayanaangatvena Dvijatva Sityartham Yajnopavita Dharanam Karishye. So thus taking sankalpa, mother and father, they make the Vatu, wear this Yajnopavita as per Shastra. Then for the sake of getting Dvijatva, he becomes Dvija after this, wearing this Yajnopavita. Yajnopavita Adhisthana Devatapyo Namo Namaka Chanavakanadi Shodasopacharayiki Pujayami. So saying, the father worships that. And then Adhisthana Devatas of Yajnopavita. The Vatu's parents hold a Yajnopavita, and while the priest is reciting mantras, they put this Yajnopavita on his neck, Vatu's neck. Yajnopavita Dharana Muhurta Sumuhurtostu, says the priest. Then at that time they make the Vatu wear. The mantras recited at the time of wearing this Yajnopavita is known by all of us. Om Yajnopavitam Paramam Pavitram Prajapateryat Sahajam Purastat Ayushyam Agriyam Pratimuncha Supram Yajnopavitam Balamastu Tejaha. So this most sacred Yajnopavita originated along with Brahmadeva, God Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahmadeva, and that gives long life by knowing that the one who wears Yajnopavita gets strength, vigor and longevity. So at that time, 3 lines with 1 knot would be given, Yajnopavita would be given to the Vatu. Then at the time of marriage, 2 more such 3 threads and 1 knot. So total 9 threads and 3 knots a man has to wear from marriage onwards till he leaves the life. So the 9 tantus would be there. 9 tantus, the threads of Yajnopavita, they got 9 Adhisthana Devatas in them, who would be continuously taking care of and protecting whoever worship this Yajnopavita as the embodiment of these 9 gods. Onkaraha Prathame Tantau, Dvitiye Agnis Tathaivacha, Trutiye Nagadevatvam, Chaturthe Soma Devata, Panchame Pitrudaivatvam, Shashte Chaiva Prajapatiki, Saptame Marutas Chaiva, Ashtame Surya Evacha, Sarve Devastu Navame, Ichetas Tantu Devataka, Brahmanotpaditam Sutram Vishnuna Triguni Kritam, Rudrena Datto Ganthirvai, Savitriya cha Abhimantrita. This Yajnopavita, the god Chaturmukha Brahmadeva created Yajnopavita. Lord Sriman Narayana tripled that, made it 3 times. God Paramashiva, Rudra, he put the 3 knots. Then goddess Savitri Mata, Savitru Devata, Gayatri Devi, gave spiritual power to that Yajnopavita. By thinking of them, we get Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti and Kriya Shakti. All these 3 powers would come to us by thinking of and praying of them and doing Namaskara, Pranama. The size of Yajnopavita is exactly 96 inches, because normally the size of all gods, deities, they are of 96 inches height. So the Yajnopavita represents the height of gods. By wearing Yajnopavita and observing Deva Vratas, Brahma Vratas, man can become Deva. He can get Daivatva and go to heaven. So by having the real knowledge, one can become Brahman, Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. So this Upanayana Samskara, wearing Yajnopavita, gives the worthiness of getting that knowledge by which one becomes Brahman. So those three knots on this Yajnopavita, they are considered as Brahma Granthi, Vishnu Granthi and Rudra Granthi. If Granthi Bhedana is done, one gets liberated. So the Nandi during Nandi Samaradhana, the priest asked father of the Vatu to take sankalpa that he is inviting, praying Nandi Devatas, doing Samaradhana for them and all. Then after that, the persons who do Melatalas, we say for them, father offers Vastra, Dakshina, Tambula and everything to them and bows down and takes their blessings. Then later Dakshina Tambula should be given to the Brahmins, first to the priest and then to the Brahmins present there. As part of Upanayanam, the parents, they have to offer food and clothes to brahmacharis who got Upanayana and did not yet got married. So they are called as Kumaras, Vatus, brahmacharis, Kumara Bhojanam. Along with them, Vatu also sits and he also has to eat. And for the first time, the priest makes him do Auposana at that time. Then along with the Vatu, either the sister or the mother has to sit and eat. Depending upon Prantiya Veda, it is there. So Matra Saha Kumaram Pojayet, Bhaginya Saha Kumaram Pojayet, we say. Actually, the sister, of course, because till that time, this Vatu is a boy, he can eat. He normally, all family members, they eat each other's whatever they are sharing, whatever they are eating. Mother, father, brothers, sisters, they eat. But after Upanayana, this Vatu should never eat the Uchista of even mother, father, sisters, brothers and all. Because now he has become spiritual and pious. He should not eat Uchista. So, Matra Saha Pojayet actually means normally it appears as if mother is sitting and eating, but it is Gayatri Mata. Now onwards, the Vatu has to eat along with Gayatri Mata. That is doing Gayatri Mantra Japa and Prokshana, he eats. So, that is the significance of this. So, after the Kumara Bhojana, Vatu again takes bath. And then Diksha Vastras, the priest gives him and he has to wear that. Then Barhis, water pot, kurcha, cloth, round stone called as Sannikallu stone, we say. And a stick, Palasadanda, Krishna Jina, the deerskin Mekhala, which is tied to the waist. All these would be prepared by the priest for the sake of Vatu. And then he gives all to him and makes him how to hold. Then Agnimukha Prakriya would be done, a sort of homa. Then while the priest is reciting the mantras, Vatu has to offer the havis into the fire, samithas into the fire, saying Agnaya idam namama. These are for Agni, not for me. They are not mine. So then onwards again he knows that nothing belongs to him. Everything is of God's. Whatever God gave us, we are offering, we are enjoying after offering to God. Then the Vatu has to press the Sannikallu stone, a big stone. Then it indicates that he also should be as firm and strong as that of the stone and bear the Dvandvas, Sitoshna, Sukha Dukkha, everything. So this is the significance. Then cloths would be given, Diksha Vastras. They say when we do any particular Diksha, to make us remember each and every moment, we wear a sort of Diksha Kankana and Diksha Vastras. So we have to follow certain rules and restrictions at that time. In fact, the clothes we wear only for Mana Samrakshana, but not for exhibiting our status or anything. The Brahmachari should be made known of this point. Then God Devendra, Panchamaha, Bhuta Devatas, they are to be prayed for protection of Vatu. Brahmacharyena Tapasa Devaka Mrutyum Apagnata. says Atharvana Veda. So we can stop even mrityu by penance, tapaha. Then the munja grass, that would be it is very much pleased by gods Devendra, moon and Marut gods. Due to their power, this munja grass grows. So it got the power of all these deities. So with that munja grass, the priest prepares a sort of round, a sort of thread, and with that the waist of the vatu would be tied, so that and that would be, the knot would be kept at the place of navel, napi pranta. So this munja thread removes the diseases of the body and increases longevity to this boy and gives spirituality. While sitting on the deer skin, if we do penance, then we can easily attain samadhi sthiti. So sages, normally the yogis, they sit on deer skin and do penance. So after getting Upanayana Samskara, Vatu has to perform many yaga kriyas, yaga prakriyas. After completion of education, when he enters into Grihasthasrama, he has to wear this deer skin on his body to perform Agnistoma, Atiratra, Aptoryama, Vajapeya, Poundarika, Ashwamedha, etc. Several homas, very big yagas. So for Yajna Nirvahana, deer skin is needed. So the priest with the chanting of Veda mantras hands over the responsibility of the protection of this Vatu to different gods. It is the gods who have to take care of the Vatu. Why? Because the Vatu, when does this Gayatri Mantra Japa Sancha Vandana, he is protecting the whole nature. Then by doing Agni Karyas, he is offering oblations, havis, which is the food for the Devatas. So it is the duty of gods to take care of. So thus the Vatu's protection is handed over by the priest through the mantras to Prajapati, Agni Deva, Chandra Deva, Surya Deva, Saraswati Mata, Mrityu Devata, Yamatharma Raja. Then Jalathi Devata, Varuna Devata, Oshathi Devata, then Bhumata. So ante tu sarva mantranam hasta grahana mishyate devataphyah paridanam rakshanaya pruthak pruthak, separately to each god he hands over, not at a stretch. So when Subha Muhurta is approaching, the priest prays Navagraha Devatas and he recites Navagraha Stotras. 9 slokas are there. I will recite only one due to the time restriction. If you are interested, you can. In all the Gruhya Sutra Granthas, all these are there. You can learn from there. Triveda Murtir Jagadeka Chekshuhu Virinchi Narayana Shempurupaka Prabhakara Shopana Ketu Puto Vatum Cheturveda Patum Karotu. In each and every sloka, last line is Vatum Cheturveda Patum Karotu. Oh God, please make this Vatu learn 4 Vedas and well versed in all Vedas. And then later that at the time of Sumuhurta, when Sumuhurta is approaching, the priest 2-3 also would be there. They recite Lagnastaka slokas. There Astaka 8 slokas are there. I will recite only one. Sumuhurta Kale, and also not even one of them. The process, how it starts, I will tell. Sumuhurta Kale Atmana Samipa Manayati Lagnastaka Pathanam Kuryat Churnan Pathitva. Like that it starts, and then the priest recites them, making the Vatu and father come closer to priest. So then he starts to recite, and then thus this Brahmopadesa would be done. So for Upanayana, the Muhurta Bala is very important. I said they must follow the time exactly, seeing the correct time. The event second should not get varied. So for performing any auspicious occasion, Of course, Subha Muhurta is needed, but for Upanayana, it is very essential. And at the exact time of Muhurta, that Jira Jagari paste would be kept, that would be kept on a betel leaf. Then the father with the priest and mother also accompanies the husband, and then that should be kept over the Brahmarantra Sthana of the Vatu. Jira Jagari paste that brings the anugraha of all the gods, that got the capacity to remove the defects of the body. And Jira means Jilakara, we say, Na Jara Vidyate Yasmat. By that, the Jara, old age, would not approach the Vatu. He will not become old. Even though age comes, he would be very strengthy, vigorous, and powerful. And Jagari, the bellam, as we say, Jagari got herbal power in it. When Jeera and Jagari both are made into powder, the Jagari is to, Jeera is to be grinded and made to powder. And then Jagari also should be cut to pieces, and both these together should be completely mixed. When once Jeera Jagari mix, that paste has come, we cannot separate Jeera from Jagari. Thus, the moment when it is kept on the Brahmarantra Sthana of the Vatu, that spiritual power which enters into the body through Brahmarantra and passes throughout his body, that power would be increasing. That cannot be removed from the body of that boy also. So this Sahasrara Chakra is there at this Brahmarantra Sthana. And there are several chakras throughout our body. Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Visuddhi, Ajna, and Sahasrara, they are main chakras. But on our feet, then on our hands, to each and every finger, and here also chakras are there. When we are keeping, the father is keeping, taking his hand into his hand like this, the love and affection, good wishes, well wishes, which exist in them through their chakras of their hand, through Jira Jagari paste, they enter into their son, the Vatu. So the spiritual power and the blessings of all the gods and parents and priests also enter into this body. And then actually in Yoga Shastra, they say Kundalini Shakti awakening. When this Jira Jagari paste is kept there, then it stimulates the nervous system of the boy, and the spiritual power gets enkindled, and then that Kundalini Shakti arises. Then it is the duty of the Vatu to make that Kundalini Shakti grow and crawl and come to and reach Sahasrara Chakra, slowly Mooladhara Chakra Sthana. So that is the greatness of this Jira Jagari, keeping the Jira Jagari paste there. Now Brahmopadesha, Saptakoti Mahamantras are there, says the Shastras, Agama Shastra. But out of them, the most powerful one is Gayatri Mantra only, because in each and every mantra, Bijakshas would be there. Mantra means even when Daiva Nama is uttered with Omkara, that becomes mantra. Namaha, of course, we say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. When Narayana is the name, Om Narayanaya, immediately it becomes a mantra like that. So Saraswatyai Namaha, we say Om Saraswatyai Namaha is Mahamantra. So that Omkara got that power. And of course, all Shaivas, Vaishnavas, and Shakteyas, Ganapachas, Kaumaras, Sauras, everybody, they all keep Omkara at the beginning of all the names of Sahasranamas also. So actually what is meant by this, why Gayatri Mantra is great, because in all other mantras only 1, 2 or 3 Bijakshas would be there, then Nama, names of gods would be there. Only for Panchadasakshari, Shodasi Mantra for Shakteyas, all 15 mantras, 16 mantras are letters are Bijaksharas. But only 15 or 16 are there. Whereas in Gayatri Mantra, 24 letters are there, and all 24 letters are Bijaksharas. That is why this mantra got so much power, spiritual power hidden in it. So actually what is meant by this Upanayana Samskara to Brahmins, to anybody, it is Shaktipata. First one is Shaktipata itself is performing Upanayana Samskara. Second one is Brahmopadesha, initiating this mantra. What is Shaktipata? Shakti means the power, spiritual power. Pata, pata, to fall, patati, making into flow. So Shaktipata is the father. Till that time he might have did so many lakhs of Gayatri mantra japa. So the father, he completely gives the power, the phala, the fruit of doing the japa of Gayatri mantra till that time flow into his son through Shaktipata. So he takes the son near to him, then through Shaktipata, through the heart and hand, he gives his power, mantra japa phala to the Vatu. That is Shaktipata. Then later Mantropadesha Gayatri mantra, Tripada Cheturvinsha Chakshara Gayatri mantra would be given. So 3 lines would be there and total 8 letters in each pada. 3 padas would be there, lines, and then 24 letters. That is Gayatri mantra. And that Gayatri mantra is so powerful that should not be uttered whenever, wherever, whoever they want. It got a lot of power, so that should be protected. But nowadays people are keeping that as ringtone for their cell phones. They are keeping. That's very bad. And in schools they are making the children recite Gayatri mantra as one of the stotra prarthana slokas. That's very wrong. Wearing the shoes and slippers to the hands, if one recites, that's very bad. The power would reverse. So they should not do like that. Then in the process of this Upanayana, 3 points are most important. First one is Jira Jagari paste. Now second one is Brahmopadesha and Shaktipata. Third one is Matru Bhiksha. So among all these 3, the most important one is Shaktipata and Brahmopadesha. Together, those 2 together as one. So Brahmopadesha is offering Gayatri mantra japa phala. We have learnt already. So this mantra upadesha also should be done only when the disciple requests and prays. Unless one prays and requests the Guru Acharya to give him, initiate him, it should not be given. So the Vatu also first holds the feet of priest and does pranam. Then he should hold with both his hands both the feet of his father, and with utmost devotion, interest, bhakti, shraddha, and he must request the father, Po Savitrim Po Anubruhi. Hey father, hey Acharya, please initiate me. Give me Savitri mantra. Only thus when he requests the father, then the father has to give this mantra to him. Savitrim Po Anubruhi. He has to request. Then also at that time of Brahmopadesha and before this giving Gayatri mantra, that Shaktipata would be done at that time. Suprajaha Prajaya Puyaka Suviro Viraihi Suvarcha Vachesa Suposhaha Poshaiki. These mantras would be made by the Vatu to repeat 3 times. This is Brahmopadesha and this is Shaktipata. Along with that, the father gives his power to him. So this Gayatri mantra would be given to Vatu with 3 Vyakuritis. Sapta Vyakuritis are there, but only Om, Pu, Bhuvaka, Suvaka or Swaka. With these 3 Vyakuritis, that mantra would be given to him. Then after getting this Brahmopadesha, Vatu declares, Vatu says, Brahmacharya Magam, I have become a Brahmachari. I have entered into Brahmacharya Ashrama. Then Acharya, the priest, he asks Vatu certain questions, and Vatu says, okay, he replies to them. Then the Vatu promises to what all instructions given by the priest to him. Then he has to request the priest also, Savitrimpo Anubruhi, like that. So this is actually Savitri mantra, Savitru mantra. It is praying the Bharga Shakti, Savitru Shakti that exists in the orb of sun. But because this mantra is there in Gayatri Chandas, the prosody, it is called as Gayatri mantra. And we consider that as goddess, Savitri Mata, Saraswati Mata, and then Gayatri Mata. The same deity is considered as different during morning time, Gayatri Mata. Then during afternoon time, Savitri Mata. Then during evening time, she is to be worshipped as Saraswati Mata. So now the greatness and Visishtata of Gayatri Mantra also should be known at least a little shortly, because it's very vast and we can know by all four Vedas, all Shastras, all Itihasas and everything, even Puranas, Upanishads also, they praise the greatness of Gayatri Mantra. So, Yo Devaha Savitasmakam, these mantra slokas, one can recite and get the same power I said. So, all the Puranas also spoke about the greatness of Gayatri Mantra. The meaning of original Gayatri Mantra and these two mantra slokas also, we pray, I pray that power of sun, the Bharga Shakti, Savitru Shakti, which is pervading Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka and Suvarloka, Swargaloka, Bhumi, Antariksha and Swarga, which is the best luster of sun that should incite my buddhi, our intellect, our buddhi to move in proper direction. This is the meaning of this Gayatri Mantra Sloka and the Mantra Slokas, Purana Mantra. Then Bhanjanat Bhargaha, we say, what is the Bharga Shakti of sun? It got the Bhanjana power, means burning. It got the power to burn the Janma Janmantara Sanchita Samskaras, Kuvasanas, bad feelings, and the effect of the bad deeds done, whether knowingly or unknowingly, everything would be completely smashed into ashes. Then the person is led to travel through Shreyo Marga and get moksha. So these 24 letters of Gayatri Mantra, they are having such power that all 24 letters are spoken to be the embodiments of 24 deities, gods. That is the same power, only one Ekameva Advitiyam Brahma. But that Brahma always appears in the form of Saguna Sakara, Rupas, and we worship them. Because Chinmayasya Advitiyasya Nishkalasya Asaririnaka Upasakanam Karyartham Brahmano Rupa Kalpana. So we gave name and forms to that power in different ways to give us different powers. So all these letters got such immense power. So Saraswati Mata also, the knowledge of Vedas and Laukika, Paralaukika, Jnanas also would be given. Savitri, Gayatri. Gayatri is Gayantam Trayata iti Gayatri. That which protects us who recite that and worships that. Na Gayatriyaha Param Mantram Namatu Paradevata. There is no other mantra equivalent to Gayatri Mantra. There is no other goddess equal to mother to each and every human being. So we are all fortunate to get the mother, the Parabrahman, Gayatri Mata in the form of mother. So as soon as the Upanayana is celebrated, then onwards, the Vatu should start to do Gayatri Mantra Japa. Those who got this Upadesha, they must do this Gayatri Mantra Japa. Then only they can worship any other god. Without doing Sancha Vandana, without doing Gayatri mantra japa. If they do any other pujas, worships or anything, they will not get any fruit at all. So the Gayatri mantra, when it is being repeated, recited, uttered and did japa, the Shabda prekampanas and the luster that comes out of them, that makes the Vatu become very strong physically, mentally, spiritually, and get the spiritual power imbibed in each and every part of his body. Then his body becomes, it's not just ordinary stula deha, that becomes mantra deha. So he experiences immense bliss of Paramatma, Ananda, Anubhuti. He enjoys by this Gayatri mantra, Savitri mantra, japa. So Shruti Mata, the Veda Mata says, Gayatrim Chandasam Mata, Stutamaya Varada Veda Mata Satmantras are there. All Smriti Granthas praise the greatness of the Mahima of Gayatri. Manusmriti says, Tripya Evatu Vedepyaha Padam Padam Udu Duhat Etadaksharam Etam Japan Vyakruti Purvakam Sanchayur Veda Viprepyo Sanchayur Veda Vid Vipro Veda Punyena Yujyate. 3 padas of Gayatri mantra are the essence of Rigveda, Yajurveda and Samaveda. Na Gayatriyaha paro mantraha. There is no other mantra equivalent to Gayatri. Samasta sapta tantupyo japa yajnaha param smrutam. Himsaya anye pravartante. Japa yajno na himsaya. Tasma japaha sada sreshtaka. Sarvasyat punya sadhanat. Evam japaparaha santyam. Bhaktyopaasita bhaktya upasita yo dvijaka niyamena sada gachet urushitvam na atra samshayaka. The one who performs this puja and then who do japa of Gayatri mantra becomes Rushi. Rushayaha Paradarsinaka. They got Trikala Jnana. So among all the yajnas, japa yajna is the best because all yajnas, they need so many vastus, objects, but this the japa yajna only repeating and uttering. So this is great. Gayatri mantra starts with the letter Tat. Tat refers to Parabrahman, Anirvachya. Tat means that. That means what? Anirvachya, which cannot be described, indescribable, transcendental, immanent, all-powerful power, which is described in the Upanishads as Nirguna, Niranjana, Nirakara, Parabrahman, which is Antaryami, which is Akshara Brahma, like that. So, by Sanchavandana Upasana, all the sins would be burnt and the Athi Vyathis will not approach that person. So he would be very healthy and having spiritual power. So, Saraputastu Vedanam Guhyopanishado Mataha Tapyaha Sarastu Gayatri Tisro Vyakrutayas Tatha Gayatri Veda Janani Gayatri Papa Nashini Gayatriyastu Paran Nasti Devi cha iha cha pavanam. Divi cha, not Devi, Divi, in the heaven or on the earth. Divi cheha cha pavanam. So Gayatri mantra is the essence of all Vedas and all the Upanishads. By the Aradhana of Gayatri, one gets Karya Sapalata, Parakrama, Yoga, befitting, then Khanata, Jnana, Tejas, Rakshana, protection, and then Thi Shakti, Dharmanishta, Dharana, Jnana, Samadhi Sthiti, Spurana, Sputatva, uttering perfectly, correctly, then Jagruti, awakening, Sahasa, then Duradarshitva, Viveka, Niranjanatva, not touching anything, even though he does all the works, the effect of the work will not touch him. That Niranjanatva also would be obtained by such people. So several good qualities would be acquired by a person. Vishwamitra Maharshi is the drashta of this Gayatri mantra. Gayatri Mata is prayed with the sloka Mukta Vidruma Hemanila, Thavada Chaye, etc. So the priest, while narrating and reciting Sandarbhochita mantras, makes the Vatu hold Palasha Danda, the stem of Palasha tree, which is the symbol of Jnana. Upanishad says, Veda says, once all the gods, they came under a Moduga tree, Palasha tree, then they started discussing about Parabrahman. So this tree also, with utmost attention, the tree listened to the discussion about Brahman and it acquired the Brahma Jnana in it. So then onwards, that Palasha tree is called by gods as Sushravaka, who heard with attention. So that is why then onwards that Palasha tree, the stems of it became worthy to be offered into the fire. They became Samithaka, to be offered, and became auspicious. Now the Vatu holds Palasha Danda while saying Susravaka Susravasam Mam Kuru. O Palasha tree, Danda, O goddess of Palasha, you belong to gods. You have received the essence of all Vedas. I will also receive the essence of Vedas. Please bless me. So throughout his Brahmacharya Vrata Diksha, Brahmachari must hold the Palasha Danda, the branch of that stick in his hand, the branch of that tree. Brahmins hold Moduga Danda, Palasha stick. Kshatriyas hold banyan tree, the branch of banyan tree. Then Marichittu we say. Vaishyas hold the branch of Medi Chittu. This is said in the Shastras. Palasha Dando Brahmanasya Nayagrothas Kanthajaha Avanyagru Rajanyasya Badara Audumbarova Vaishyasya. Now the Vatu Brahmachari should give a Padi Avu, we say, a milky cow along with the calf to the Guru as the priest, as Guru Dakshina. And after receiving this, the Guru Acharya has to recite Omkara 17 times, and he recites Gayatri Mantra. He does Gayatri Mantra, Japa also. Godana as Dakshina. Then he must bow down to the feet of father and get blessings. Acharya Saptadasha Krutvo Upasya, like that the mantras say. Then 27th point is Suryopasthana. The priest brings Vatu outside and shows the sun god shining in the sky and says, Asavadityo Brahma. This sun is Parabrahman. So Savitru Devata of Gayatri Mantra is that sun only, the Bharga Shakti of sun. So, and asks this Vatu to do pranama and pray sun god as Tat Chakshureva Hitam Purastat Shukramucharat Pashyema Sharadasyatam. We shall see for 100 Sharad Kalas. Jivema Sharadasyatam. We will live for 100 years with full health. Nandama Sharadasyatam. We will rejoice 100 Sharad Kalas. Prabravama Sharadasyatam. We shall speak properly for 100 years. Ajitasyama Sharadasyatam. Jokcha Suryam Drushe. For 100 years we will live safely without being afflicted by any diseases or anything. Because span of life is 116 or 120 years. At least for 100 years he should live with all sense organs fully functioning. So after this the priest takes the oaths from Vatu that then onwards he will lead a systematic life, will not eat and sleep or wander here and there or talk as he likes. So he will follow whatever Guru says. He says, Badham, okay, I will follow. Then Guru asks Vatu to get Bhiksha, asking mother for first and then all others. So whatever he brings as Bhiksha, that should be offered to the God, to the Guru Acharya. Whatever the Guru or Guru Patni gives to the Vatu, that food should be eaten by the Vatu. So every day he has to do Sancha Vandana, Agni Karya, Gayatri Mantra Japa and Veda Achena. Triyahametam Agnim Dharayami, Kshara Lavana Varjanam Bhojanam Karomi. That is how Brahmachari has to take oath. ब्रह्मचर्यस्य ब्रह्मचारी अस्मि उपोषणोऽनुशिष्यं वटुं गुरुः बाढमित्येव सर्वत्र प्रतिब्रूयात् ततो वटुः. Yes, I know. What all instructions the Acharya gave, the Vatu accepted to that and said Badham. Then the priest asks Vatu to go and get Bhiksha from the mother. Today, I want to take 10-15 minutes more time and complete it. Need not be only for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Questions you can ask me tomorrow. Tomorrow we will take the questions and I'll give you sufficient time. And all other 3 days I'll give time. Tomorrow you can ask doubts of today. But today I want to take a little time and complete it. Only 15 minutes. Because if we stop here and continue, that would not be proper. Upanayana must be at a stretch. So then he worships the sun god and says, Chakshureva, etc. All these prayers. So sun god gives him jnana, life, and then health also. Then Guru asks the Vatu to get Matru Piksha. Then the Vatu has to say his pravara, keeping his both that is with left hand, he has to touch hold the right ear, and then with the right hand should come above the left hand, and then like this he has to hold. All of you of course know. And at the while giving this Gotra Pravara recitation near Gurus, they hold like this. So Bhiksha, the Vatu has to ask me Bhiksha, Tato Gurum Mataram Anyascha Vruddha Namaskritya Bhiksham Yachaye, it says the mantra. He should ask women as Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi, then men as Bhavan Bhiksham Dadatu. So in the ritual Upanayana, the most important feature of Brahmacharya, for which the Vatu has to follow, they are Agnikarya, Brahmopadesha, Gayatri Mantropadesha, they are all important. But all the people who have arrived there, they would be waiting for this Bhiksha only, Bhiksha Yachana. So because all of them want to bless the Vatu, so all the relatives and all. So first he goes to mother, wearing auspicious yellow cloths, wearing a bag hanging from right shoulder, and with all the kundalinis which would be hanging, and having panchashikas, taking jole in the hand, wearing the palasastic. The brahmachari looks very handsome and attractive, and that spiritual power would be seen on his spiritual luster would be seen on his face. So he comes to his mother, bows down to his mother and says his pravara. So how to tell the pravara? Suppose as a symbol for that, the Bhiksha is given by the mother would be taken, actually the Matru Bhiksha, whatever the mother gives with a silver bowl, that bowl goes to priest Brahmagaru. So the priest should teach Vatu how to tell pravara. Then with the Gotra, the Vatu has to say, suppose the Vatu's name is Anirudh Sharma, Anirudh Kumar. Then his Gotra is Haritasa Gotra. Then he must say the pravara, Chetusagara Paryantam Go Brahmanebhyaha Shubham Bhavatu. Angirasa Ambarisha Yavanasva Triyarsheya Pravaranvita Haritasa Gotraha Apastamba Sutraha Krishna Yaju Shakha Thyayi Aniruddha Kumar Sharma Aham Pho Abhivadaye Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi Bhavan Bhiksham Dadatu. So thus each and every person, they must say their own pravara. So Matru Bhiksha got not only that significance, actually the Bhiksha which the mother gives to her son, this Vatu, that would provide food throughout the life to this boy. That is why the mother, they should not be misers in purchasing the silver bowl. They must purchase a big bowl and fully they must take the rice. Mostly people, they put a little rice and pour. That's not good. The rice must overflow. So she has to take fully and then give it 2 times. She puts the rice in the jole. Then 3rd time along with the rice, she has to put that bowl. That bowl priest takes. Then later in the dried coconut one, everybody will do. Then the father, then all the relatives and all, they also give picture. There is a rule, niyama, custom that this is the kratu. So Brahmin people must invite only their relatives and Brahmins only. They should not invite other caste people and insult them without taking the bhiksha from them. Because Brahmin Vatus have to take bhiksha only from Brahmins. Kshatriyas can take bhiksha from Brahmins and Kshatriyas. Vaishyas can take bhiksha from Brahmins, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas. So we must follow that. Without inviting and without taking is not good. So we should not invite them at all. This is only kratu, worship, puja, like yajna to be done among them. So if anyone wants to celebrate Nandikeswara Nomu Ujjapana, that can be done at the time of Upanayana. So after this Bhiksha Vandana, good food should be served to all the people who come there. And first, of course, it is the duty of the priest or the father of Vatu to make the Vatu learn thoroughly Arghya Pradana, Gayatri Mantra Japa, Suryopasthana, Sancha Vandana. So in Sancha Vandana, these 3 are most important. Arghya Pradana, Gayatri Mantra Japa and Suryopasthana. Then Agnikarya. With the mudras, they do this Sancha Vandana. With the mudras, we have to do. Then a certain Mandeha Rakshasas, says the Veda, it is there in the Vedas, in Puranas also, that those Mandeha Rakshasas would got a boon from Prajapati Brahmadeva to fight with sun god. So they always come to fight sun god and overpower him so that he would not shine in the sky at all. So by the power of that boon, they afflict sun. From morning to evening, they try to stop him. But the water purified with Gayatri Mantra Japa got such a power that it can stop the Mandeha Rakshasas and throw them to a far off distance. By the time they try to come back, again people have to do Gayatri Mantra Japa and pour the water or give Arghya Pradana to sun god, by which the waters work as Vajrayutha and they remove all the obstacles on the way of the path of sun god. So that is the importance of Arghya Pradana at the time of Sancha Vandana. So Trikala Sancha Vandana people have to do. Suppose Machagnika Sancha Vandana they cannot do, Prayaschitta they can do. Morning time, the timings of Sancha Vandana, Prata Sancha, from early morning Arunodaya till the orb of sun is seen, appears in the sky at each direction. During afternoon time, then the Abhijil Lagna we say, during that time, 10 minutes before, 10 minutes later, during that time, they have to do Sayam Sancha Vandana. They must start during sunset time till the stars appear in the sky, they can do. So suppose if anyone could not do at proper time, then Prayaschitta they can do. They can repeat Gayatri Mantra Japa for some more time. So better late than never we say. They should not stop due to any work. If any they could not celebrate, perform at the proper time. They have to do that even though it is a little late. So after, as a part of Sancha Vandana, after Arghya Pradana, Gayatri Mantra Japa, the Vatu and everybody, whoever are doing Sancha Vandana, all those they should do Namaskara, Pranama to Sun God with Upasthana mantras. then turning to all 8 directions and 10 directions, they must worship, they must do pranama to Digdevatas, the devatas of all the directions. Then they should salute to, bow down, do pranamas to all the Maharshis and Saptarshis and all. So they have to work, they pranama, do pranama and exhibit gratitude to all the sages who are residing in between Ganga and Yamuna rivers and all over the earth. After the Upanayana, at least for 3-4 days or 4-5 days, till this boy learns perfectly. He should be taught how to do Sancha Vandana, Agnikarya, Samit Homa, Mudras and all. Then Parishechana, till he completely learns how to do Parishechana, offering food to Pancha Prana Devatas and eat. So after Agnikarya is over, the parent should arrange for Sadasya, Veda Mantra Patana, Mahadasir Vachanam, we say, Brahmadasir Vachana. Mostly in all our rituals, we request Veda Pandits, Khanapatis to do Veda Parayana and give us Veda Ashir Vachana. After Veda Parayana, these Veda Pandits should be honored with kunkuma, chandana, fruits, flowers, cloths, and puri, dakshinas, and food, and get their blessings. The last event in Upanayana Samskara is Metha Jananam. This is also called as Palasha Karma. That should be, this Metha Janana Karya should be performed at the root of Moduga tree. In the olden days, the villages were there and trees were there. They used to go there and do. Nowadays, suppose if tree is not available, the Palasha Danda, which the boy is holding, that can be kept at this Yaga Homa Vedika the next day morning. And this Moduga, a branch of Moduga tree should be kept there. And there this Metha Janana can be performed. Metha Janana, creating Methas, intellect in the brain of this Vatu. So that is also a process is there, worshipping Yaga, praying gods and all. So there during this worship, Vatu should invite Pranava Devata, Pranava Omkara Devata, Shraddha Devata, Metha Devata, Shraddha Devata and all with the mantras while the priest is reciting them. So after doing Shodasopachara Puja, Naivedya, Harati, everything are done, then Pradakshina Namaskaras he must do and offer to all the gods this Naivedya's and all. And he must pray all the gods, fire god and all gods, and even Guru, Acharya and father also, to bless him to have the knowledge, power and education and everything, longevity. Now after this puja is completed, then the priest removes the Raksha Bandhana which he tied to the hands of this Vatu and the parents. That would be removed so that the process is completed. So now the Brahmacharya Vrata Diksha starts to Vatu. This is the procedure of Upanayana Samskara, which is very secret and sacred, by which the Vatu enters into Brahmacharya Asrama. By observing duties, he gains the knowledge and gets liberated. We do Upakarma as a part of Upanayana. This Upakarma is that karma which is done at the time of sending the Vatu to Gurukula for Veda Achena. That would be done only on Shravana Paurnami. Tomorrow I will explain about this Upakarma and followed by Snataka Vrata. Swasti for today. Yo Devaha Savita Smakam Thiyo Dharmadi Gocharaha Prerayet Bhargayettasya Tadvarenyam Upasmake. Swasti Shubham.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Now I request Annapurnaji to recite the Swastivachaka slokas.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षति पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्रा पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधना सदना सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं सत्यं वद धर्मं चरा स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामय सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम शांति 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 ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति शांति शांतिः सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
Swasti. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Thank you, Annapurna ji. Now we'll rise for a national anthem. I request Krishna Prasad Garu to recite Janaganamana.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाधा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद
Jai Hind. Thank you, Krishna Prasad Garu. Now, I will tell you about that test on next Friday. So, the syllabus covered up to today, okay, that is Upanayana Samskara of Shoda Samskaras. Ma'am has covered up to Upanayana Samskara. Up to that will be the syllabus for the test. Okay, it will be very simple. It will be in a objective type mode only. 4 or 5 answers will be given for each question. So you can choose it. Just you can use with a mobile. You can answer that. No pen, paper, nothing. Only with the mobile or on your laptop you can answer the questions. So the exact actually how it is done and all will be explained. It's all simple only. Anyway, that will be explained in detail on that day itself. Okay. So what you have to do is that study material is there already in group description. You can find that, and then you have to listen to all the videos of whatever class we have conducted so far. So you'll get ample information for writing this test. It will be very simple. In fact, you'll be very happy to write the test. Nothing serious or anything like that. Okay. Anybody wants to ask on the test? If you can ask 1 or 2 questions.
How long is the test?
It could be 40 to 1 hour maximum, sir.
Right on. Thank you very much.
Sir, good morning. Test will be online, no? Not writing on paper, no?
Like this only. No paper, nothing. Objective only. As I said, like this class will start after prayer and all that. We'll give instructions for about 10 minutes. And then the test will be there for 40 minutes, 50 minutes, something like that. And then it's like a routine, this thing, same time, nothing special.
Sir, date is fixed. When is the date?
Next Friday.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
It is there in the training schedule. You can see that. I will post this information in the group also for those for the benefit of those who haven't come today. Okay.
So one question, like we have a lot of information in the notes which has not been covered, like in the Upanishads, 2 or 3 Upanishads have been told, and Gita also we have done 3 or 4 chapters. So do we need to read everything in the notes? Can be covered in the exam?
The instruction given to me is that only whatever is there in the study material, and then whatever class we are telling that.
Okay.
Any
Okay.
other thing I will let you know on Monday.
Thank you.
Okay, if there are no questions, we'll close it. Thanks for patiently listening today. Okay, have a nice day.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir, I have a question, if I might.
Please.
Jai Shri Krishna, madam.
Yes.
In 2 classes earlier,
Ask.
you Annaprasna time, you had asked about, there was the usage of cow milk for the baby, for the infant, right?
Mm.
You mentioned that. So what is the significance between in usage of only cow milk? Is there any spiritual or scientific reason behind it, or?
Yes. Actually, it is our Deshiya cow milk, not the Jersey cows or any cows of other foreign land now at present. They do
Yes.
not have this spiritual power in it and medicinal herbal power in it. Actually, to
Okay.
speak about the greatness of Gomata and the Panchagavyas we obtain from cow, it takes hours and years of time, in fact, to say the milk which cow gives, that contains herbal power in it. So many reasons are there. I can send a very beautiful article to you, or even the points or quotations, which
Yes,
the
please.
greatness of the cow milk. So in the
Okay.
place of mother's milk only, our Deshiya cow milk alone should be used. No other milk got such power. It got the power of body resistance it gives. It is easily digestible. And also the cow got such a power that with whoever are taking care of the cow, then Gopalakas, as we say, suppose in that family any member is suffering with any sort of disease, this cow got such a power that normally nowadays they are feeding the cows, keeping in the sheds at their houses only or goshala. But in the olden days, they used to send the cows from morning to evening. They go out and eat the herbal leaves and all. So these cow got the power to recognize such herbs. They eat them, and coming home they give milk. So that milk, when drunk by the patient, the disease would be removed. Such great power no other animal in the world got. That is why cow, we never use the word Jantu. We say Go Mata, she is mother. Gavo Vishwasya Mataraha. They are the mothers of entire universe to all 3 loka, the people living in all 3 lokas. So this cow got this Swarna Nadi in it. Mupuram we say. That hen back, a big, this sort of hunchback we say like that. It is there. There that Swarna Nadi got the power to receive the rays of sun directly. So through the rays of sun, the Prana Shakti and Jiva Shakti and vigor, the increasing the vigor, intelligence would be imbibed in the cow. That mixes in the milk. So the cow milk got such power. That is why
Oh,
cow is advised to small children, to all human beings, all and even to the patients and to aged people. This cow milk is Shrestha. But nowadays the mixed cow milk, that will not have these powers. Our Deshiya cows, Swajati go. And also one more reason why only cow milk got such spiritual power is Kamathenus are there at heaven. Surabhi Kamathenu, that is staying in the heaven with at the time of creation itself. Bhagavan Brahmadeva created cow. That cow is called as Kamathenu. Whatever desires one asks the cow got the capacity to yield it. Several stories are there. Jamadagni Maharshi got Kamathenu with him. Vasishta Maharshi got Kamathenu with him. And Vishwamitra wanted to take it away. Then the soldiers produced by that Kamathenu fought, and then Vishwamitra, he felt ashamed, Dhik Kshatri, Kshatra Tejam, and says, Balam, Brahmi Balam, he says, and then by doing penance, he became Brahmarshi. So the cow, the Desiya cows of our Bharata Desha, Bharata Varsha, they are the Santati of, they are the children, offsprings, generations to generation of that Kamadhenu. So that Kamathenu cow's power exists only in our Deshiya cows and not in other cows who are made Sankara Jati, they say. Foreigners, they took cows and bulls from our country and with that is the cows or buffaloes, etc. that were there, they made couple and then Sankara Jati children came out of them. They do not have such herbal, medicinal, divine, spiritual power. Okay.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Just one short question. The Shodasamskaras that you have mentioned, what happens if we don't perform any one, if we don't
Kalpanaji,
perform all the,
why do you ask?
What
Monday,
happens
please.
is actually when we perform, we get the benefit of it. If we do not perform, we will not get that benefit. Moreover, when it is our duty and we do not do, that dosha would come to us. So again, to remove that dosha, prayaschitta we have to do. So if we do, we get the merit of it. Punya, Shakti, Balam, Jnana, everything of it. If we do not know, do, we do not get. That's all.
okay, thank you.